The British monarchy, an emblem of dignity and tradition, harbors secrets darker than the night. When whispers of suppressed truths emerge, one must ask, what compels royalty to act? Conspiracies swirl as molehill becomes mountain in a tale woven from the shadows of high society. Could a royal rift uncover a menacing secret held too long? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. In the heart of London, beneath the grandeur and timeless elegance of the royal palaces, looming shadows betray a tale of intrigue. Beneath the veneer of opulent corridors lies a world as secretive as it is majestic, a world where whispers echo louder than proclamations. The walls here have ears, and their murmurs have reached a deafening crescendo. Recent revelations suggest the unimaginable. Princess Anne, the ever-guarded sentinel of tradition, stands accused of silencing an aspect of history well hidden within the palace archives. Anonymous sources, their credibility veiled and elusive, hint at Princess Anne's covert maneuvers. A figure as resilient as the monarchy she serves, Anne's actions ignite a firestorm of hushed speculation. Known for her unwavering adherence to the codes of bygone eras, this princess of duty might paradoxically be drawn into a maelstrom of discord. Her storied past brims with grit and honor, a seasoned warrior defending the crown's unyielding line against the encroachments of time. Contrastingly, the Duchess of Cornwall's inner circle, Camilla's kin, are intricately woven into the tapestry of royal life, yet they chase a legacy of their own. As familial ambitions simmer beneath the surface, eyes turn to the records that could either cement their place within history or shatter it. Could they be seeking truths dangerous to those who value discretion over disclosure? Their motivations, though shadowed, appear as calculating as they are personal, implying that knowledge lies locked within those venerable vaults. And within this hallowed realm, the tremors of discontent grow stronger. The monarchy's stalwarts, ever vigilant, sense the weight of secrets yet to be unearthed from these ancient halls. What truths do the archives enshrine? Questions ripple through the royal ranks, each inquiry like a stone cast upon still waters, unsettling the equilibrium of power and rank. But poised on the precipice of revelation, Princess Anne's resistance speaks of more than duty. A personal stake lies hidden in her relentless safeguarding of these secrets, tales perhaps best left untold. In barring access to the archives, could her motives hint at a simmering vendetta, rooted deep within the annals of royal conflict? As the veil of nobility is torn, we dive deeper into the cracks within the family's gilded surface, where loyalties lie in surprising corners. Records vanished, not by chance, but by choice. Deep in the archives lies evidence that could shift the balance of power and prestige in Britain's most famous family. What was so dangerous it had to disappear? Discover the labyrinthine conspiracy that famed monarchs face when history and scandal entwine. Beneath the opulent facade of the royal archives, where chandeliers cast their regal glow on corridors steeped in legacy, lies a concealed world, one of peculiar omissions and eerie silences, volumes filled with the weight of history, yet suddenly scatter, their absence more pronounced than any presence could ever be. Labels of vanished documents, the narratives they wove now nothing more than an echo, reverberating within cold stone walls, an uncomfortable reminder of secrets deliberately shrouded. The grand illusion of completeness, broken by the meekest of details vanishing into thin air. Within these hallowed halls, scholars tread softly, a chorus of doubt and speculation humming among them. Their voices quiver between reverence and skepticism, calculating the odds that such crucial chapters in the tapestry of history would merely dissolve without trace. What motivation drives the hand that dares to redact royal chronicles? They ponder in hushed tones, wary of the hierarchy yet driven by the relentless pursuit of truth. In their academic conclaves, eyes dart furtively, questioning who might guard the vanished tales and to what end, a conspiracy not of grand design perhaps, but of quiet desperation. The pressure is mounting like a drawn bowstring, ever tighter, primed to snap. Insiders within the royal spheres whisper of an atmosphere thick with tension, where loyalty is both a shield and a shackle. A lingering dread ensnares every whispered word, every furtive glance. knowing full well that a misstep or a misplaced allegiance might tarnish a family's honor irrevocably. The court, an elegant theater where roles shift beneath the surface, now teeters on the edge of its own pretense, the weight of suppression heavier than any crown. Signs of sabotage ripple beneath the polished surface of routine bureaucracy, faint yet telling. A misplaced ledger here, a redacted passage there, documented absences pointing toward calculated erasures. Where integrity should be ironclad, whispers of mischief leak through. Hints of a hand that plays a dangerous game, where power skims the brink of peril, and the cost of exposure, a descent into scandal. The aristocracy cloaks its secret workings with grandeur, yet the seams begin to fray, shadows of deceit lengthening. Emotions stir beneath these turbulent waters, tied with bonds of duty and history. The wounds of yesteryear, still raw and festering, fueling motivations clouded by pain and choice. Events that marred the past leave their traces, weaving motivations as tangled and conflicted as a lover's quarrel within royal chambers. Here lies the nexus of power and vulnerability, a potent mix that champions and cripples empires from within. With the fog of mystery thickening, rival agendas loom large like spectral threats upon the horizon. As the layers of intrigue fold back, the scare just begins, titling toward revelations that promise potential upheaval. A smoldering strife lurking, growing ever bolder, threatens to crack the very stability it has hitherto adorned with prestige and pretense. The loyal and the secretive stand at an impasse, where loyalty and subterfuge artfully collide. With every mislaid record and hushed discussion, the crown hangs in balance. Loyalty and secrecy begin facing an unsettling transformation. Behind every royal duty lies a complex tapestry, woven with loyalty and ancient obligation, threaded through the lives of Anne and Camilla. Their positions at court form a delicate ballet, both reflecting stature and straining under its weight. As the evening unfolds with grace along lavishly set banquet tables, they appear as pillars of tradition. Yet beneath the mirrored sheen of authority lies a stark duality, public faces of poise and private figures of dissonance. Camilla's charm exudes warmth, while Anne's strategic vigilance echoes a deep commitment to duty, each a beacon of elegance cloaking an uneasy alliance in the kingdom's intricate dance of power. Their shared history is a tapestry colored by childhood skirmishes and shared confidences, yet now tinged with discord. These siblings bonded once, now diverge through paths of conflicting ideology. Where one finds meaning in the relentless pursuit of progress, the other clings to the anchors of heritage. Their emotional grappling is less a personal vendetta than a clash of visions for a realm teetering on the brink of modernity. Underneath the frivolity of palace life, whispers of this fracture drift like incantations through golden corridors, beckoning the family towards reckoning. In this dynamic chessboard, power shifts with the subtlety of whispers behind closed doors. Imagined interviews reveal these nuances. A former confidant speaks of Anne's unwavering dedication, her evolving influence quietly upsetting traditional hierarchy. Meanwhile, whispers surround Camilla, branding her not only as tactician but as a reformist, a breath of radical renewal in an ancient origin. The cadence of royal life ticks onward, changes imperceptible yet profound, as hierarchy bends to the whispers of another era aching to unfold. Amidst all this, a grand royal event simmers, marinating innocence in palpable tension. Guests arrive in silks and sequins, each smile a mask for another whisper, every glance an unanswered question. What lies unsaid behind high-born eyes? The dining hall brims with invisible ripples, a sea of concealed inquiry beneath the finery, hinting at fractures invisible to the uninitiated. In the exchange of glass and laughter, weighty glances cross the room, tension cloaked in civility, binding the nobility in anxious anticipation. Yet speculation turns the key of fate. Letters, it is said, circulate amongst the inner circle, their content capable of overturning family loyalties and upending throne and tradition alike. Are these whispers truth or illusion? Over draped shoulders, hushed voices speculate, their intrigue a necessary counterpart to duty. Those letters both beacon and bugbear to each player's hidden agenda. As secrets ripple silently through the crowd, each revelation teeters on the precipice, threatening the sacred equilibrium they strive to maintain. Caught in the quagmire of conflict, an emotional standoff stands to unfold. royal protocol pressing against personal convictions. The dueling edges of loyalty carve through the heart of sovereign duty itself. Neither side sways, neither side compromises. In this, the essence of royal life reveals itself, a balance of fealty and fragmentation, the immovable force of heritage hemming shadowy paths of rebellion. As lines are drawn in this quiet warfare, the stalemate holds, a kingdom suspended between timeless bonds and the whisperings of renewal. These ties that bind and break the royal lineage ensnare deeper revelations in shadowy alleys of regality and rebellion. Ensnared within ever-tightening allegiances, the royal's inner circle simmers with quiet sedition. Every promise made vows retribution if broken. As loyalty tangles with taboo, can a rebalanced allegiance shield the palace from the storm, or leave it bare? Rumors unfurl like silent whispers in the cloistered halls, hinting at betrayals that skulk beneath polished smiles and courtly bows. The trusted few, once pillars of unwavering loyalty, now appear etched with the fine lines of doubt. Friends long tethered by shared histories find themselves weighing fates where family fealty burdens the scales of choice. Their convictions tremble, hinting at fissures threatening to fracture the very foundation of their oaths. In the midst of this delicate dance, a shadow pawn rises. A confidant shrouds a confession with the grace of a well-placed mask, revealing a powerful ally in hushed tones. The revelation hangs heavy, and curiosity mounts as true motives lurk in the background, obscured by layers of regal decorum. Wisps of distrust spiral through corridors, birthed by a single veiled glance or misplaced word, as innocence and guilt blur into indistinct shades of gray. Whispers grow to murmurs as the charm of camaraderie fades into the chill of suspicion, leaving no heart untouched by the newly sprouted tendrils of uncertainty. Amid these stirring undercurrents, the cost of honor demands its toll. The scars inflicted by quiet corruption are etched deeper than any sword could slice beyond the crowned facade. Each clandestine act echoes beyond its initial intent, weaving through the intricate networks of loyalty and treachery. Emotional sacrifices echo as they reverberate beyond the boundaries of the crown, pressing heavily upon those whose hearts are caught in the insidious web. Once bright ambitions are cloaked in shadow, the weight of disgrace threatening to pull them into a chasm of repentance, as the stark reality of what it means to carry the burden of corrupt deeds settles in. Beneath the gleaming veneer, cover-ups emerge, cloaked in the gravitas of secret councils and meetings held behind heavy, lacquered doors. Suspicion clings to the air as each move signals another piece being deftly placed on a board, strategies unfurling like a meticulously unfurled tapestry. Hidden agendas seethe beneath the surface, as each actor delicately maneuvers through plots both whispered and screamed in silence. The patterns emerging are not merely ornamental but critical, playing out in this relentless game where victory and defeat twist in the dim candlelight, leaving onlookers straining to discern fact from deceit. The lust for legacy breathes new life into dormant ambitions, hidden desires awakening to create a backdrop of escalating stakes. Those unseen and often unsung wage their own battles, fueled by the looming specter of what remains yet unclaimed. Their mantras of silent ambition echo in forgotten hallways, the potential fallout threatening to cascade beyond their control, stretching into each fractured alliance, seeking to redefine destinies with an unruly flick of the wheel of fortune, revealing truths long shrouded in reticence and guile. Yet, as forces gather like shadows thickening in twilight, Princess Anne cuts through the growing fog. Her calculated response, a masterstroke of defiance tethered by duty's unyielding gaze, sends sparks cascading through the tense veneer of royal decorum. Her resolve, steadfast and glaringly bright, dares to defy the swirling tempest that would drown her in scandal. But in the stark glare of obligation's eye, her spark is snuffed, replaced by the cold, unyielding realities they all must face. In this high-stakes play, courage and constraint collide, casting long shadows over her every decision. The palace still holds its breath for what might emerge, as shadows deepen in the dance of intrigue and eloquence. In the heart of a maze of whispers lies the vault, guardian to secrets more vibrant than gold. As courtiers tiptoe through curated legends, can cracks in their veils withstand the heat of truth's glare? When secrets long sealed beckon the light, what remains sacred? And what becomes sacrilege? As we plunge into these history-laden passageways, Each corridor is an enigma draped in shadow, an immersive theater poised to tell its tale. The air itself smells of time, sweet with the musk of age-old tapestries and the weight of history pressing against gilded walls. Whispers trickle through cracks and crevices, voices of yesteryears brushing past like ghostly fingertips. These hallowed halls seem to breathe, releasing hints of a bygone opulence that pull us into their embrace, luring us deeper with promises of stories untold and sights unseen. Within these corridors dwell unseen custodians, the clandestine sentinels of the crown's profoundest secrets. Their eyes, keen and vigilant, scour the depths from unseen perches, forever on the lookout for those who might unravel the kingdom's oldest enigmas. Each whisper and muffled step speaks to a legacy of vigilance, the shadows primed to reveal these guardians who perceive every sigh of intrigue. They are the silent pillars, living libraries with knowledge locked away in the vaults of their minds, safeguarding what others must never know. Wrapped around the sinews of power are webs of restricted passage, barricades of bureaucracy that function like a second skin, impenetrable and aloof. Those outside stand at reverent distances, their petitions for entry echoing against cold, unyielding stone. The transactions within this hardened shell occur beyond the realm of ordinary perception, a dance of discretion and authority that eludes the grasp of commoners and courtiers alike. Only a chosen few, an elite privy to the spoken and the unspoken, traverse this delicate labyrinth with keys of trust. And in the vault's depths, the guardians live with the burden of what they protect. Their duty, both a passion and a peril, etches lines of inner turmoil into their weathered faces, speaking volumes while the lips stay silent. The weight of secrets presses heavily upon them, each layer threatening the fine line between loyalty and a conscience unrelieved. But, while duty calls them silent, the echoes of unease ricochet within, shadowboxing with their internal struggles, their shadows growing longer with the years of kept confidences. Inside the antechamber of history, every column rose adorned with carvings that speak without words, symbols seemingly etched by hands far steadier than ours. Here, the room becomes an echo of ancient ceremony and resonance, drawing the camera's eye to focus on each intricate detail. The symphony of symbols, cryptic, haunting, dares an audience to decipher tales that dance around half-glimpsed promises of power and legacy. It is as though these very walls lean in, eager to whisper their chronicles to those bold enough to listen. In this vault of tales, one haunting story eternally echoes, reverberating through the ages, a king's folly buried deep within the layers of time. This echo emerges from the dense fog of the past, a shadow that haunts the present with the threat of revelation and ruin. It is an elusive clue, suggesting that the past, never truly buried, waits in the wings, ready to step out and demand its place in history's relentless march. Bound by honor and shadowed in uncertainty, we linger on the cusp of past truths, struggling toward the light of revelation. In the grand chess game of thrones and titles, every emotion transforms into a battlefield, with minds ensnared by lingering doubts and hearts crucified by obligation. How do those trapped between the truth and their conscience break free? Whose courage might whisper defiance beneath the veneer of duty's command? As dusk settles over the palace, shadows lengthen within its gilded halls, concealing the whispered conversations that shape the fate of a kingdom. The royal family, ensnared within its own fortress, confronts an internal conflict that feels both ancient and immediate. Here, within these walls, word and silence cut equally deep. A brother and sister, bound by blood yet divided by destiny, exchange glance and gesture where words fail. The gulf between them mirrors the wider chasms forming within the family, each rift a testament to rising tensions that threaten the very foundation of their heritage. Insiders, those who walk the quiet corridors and bear witness to the royal tapestry unfolded, speak of these struggles in hushed tones. Every look, each sidelong glance, is laden with the weight of emotional scars yet to heal. Relationships, once assumed unbreakable, now teeter on the brink. There is talk of irreparable damage, ties strained under the crushing weight of expectation and unspoken rivalries. As the air bristles with unvoiced grievances, a new question rises to the fore. What hold does tradition retain in an evolving world? Centuries-old rules that once commanded reverence now invite scrutiny. The immutable customs, chiseled into the bedrock of the monarchic life, begin to feel more like shackles than safeguards. The tug of war between modernity and tradition leaves a distinct mark on each family member, forcing them to confront the burdens they carry, burdens once categorized as sacred, now renewed with irony and doubt. The formalities of familial obligation begin to fray. Personal sacrifices, long buried beneath the pomp and rigor of royal duty, emerge demanding acknowledgement amid the cacophony of change. Against this backdrop of turmoil, a subtler narrative unfurls. Among once steady allies, a quiet defiance bubbles to the surface, a simmering realization that the monarchy's facade may not withstand the test of time. These evolving perceptions hint at a shift in loyalty, as traditional vows of allegiance evolve into an unspoken understanding. Change is inexorable, and with it comes a necessary reevaluation of devotion and duty. One act stands stark against the imperial drama, a defiant gesture bold and unmistakable. Forged in the crucible of internal strife, it signals an unexpected start to a potential upheaval, where individual courage sets the stage for broader transformation. Moving through the storm-battered waves of legacy, perceptions shift, and the royal family steadies itself for the swelling tide to come. The adjustments are tremors beneath the palace floors, subtle yet unmistakable, heralding a future where the past may no longer dictate their course. As the sun rises over ancient battlements, the embattled hearts and minds within these storied walls brace for the inevitable dawn of change. As revelations echo through the corridors of power, even the sturdy stones of tradition tremble. In an empire woven from bonds of blood and regal duty, where does truth weave its path? Allured by history's call, will justice find favor alongside the gilded towers, or will legacy reign untouched forevermore? It is within this echo that the once inviolable allegiances begin to shift like the sands beneath a vast and imposing structure. Where once there was certainty, now there are whispered promises and silent nods exchanged in shadowed corners. The crown, resting upon brows heavy with lineage, finds itself besieged by the subtle slithers of distrust and ambition. The royal echelons, traditionally fortified with unwavering loyalty, face tumult as alliances ebb and flow, leaving traces of discord that cannot remain unspoken amidst hushed conversations hidden behind velvet curtains. As these internal tremors resound, a different kind of resonance takes hold. Scholars, long watchers of this majestic court, discern subtle shifts in the air, an evolving perception hinting at change within the monarchical ranks. The evaluative gaze of history might just hint at a reshaping, suggesting that the wisdom of the past is now a map for a new way forward. Progress, previously a notion foreign to the archaic roots of tradition, begins to intertwine with the very fabric of their forebears' ironclad walls. Each piecing together of the mosaic reveals not just a tapestry of power, but of potential metamorphosis, a truth resonating amidst venerable halls. These insights weigh heavily on the shoulders of those who must now reconcile newfound truths with the psychic weight of centuries. Within intimate alcoves and sanctuaries of marble, figures of influence engage in profound self-reflection. Here, the delicate balancing act of morality against the towering inevitabilities of heritage plays out. Each noble soul, bound by duty yet yearning for authenticity, faces a decision: adhere to the gravitational pull of ancestry, or see beyond to a future less constrained by the chains of yore. Through introspection, the decision, though a burden, champions a necessary revolution within one's own soul. The complications compound as tempered revelations weave their way through history's loom. With every unearthed secret or half-glimpsed truth, the lines between verified fact and growing claims blur, thickening the narrative into a tapestry both complex and tense. The duality of clarity versus enigma becomes its own juggernaut, pressing ever harder against the gates of accepted lore. Here is a rich tableau, vibrant but tense, where illusions break only to be replaced by ever more intricate patterns, each thread a testament to the precarious dance between the real and the imagined. As this intricacy unfurls, it captivates the public psyche. Faces pressed to glass, they observe through the kaleidoscope of impassioned headlines and broadcast imagery. The once distant world of sovereigns and dignitaries breaches the walls of everyday reality, drawing forth a curious and ravenous gaze from all corners. Intrigue and chaos intermingle, coaxing the watching world into an arena of speculation and conjecture. Each revelation arranges a new dynamic of trust and doubt among the populace, drawing them ever closer into the epic narrative, unfolding within their midst. There is no longer a turning back, as the burgeoning consensus among decision shapers reconstitutes palace disputes into rallying cries for future endeavors. Tension spans wide, like the taut string of a bow ready to launch history's fateful arrow, destined to punctuate the narrative arc of this realm. The call for change gains momentum, its echo a clarion song now entwined with the fate of tomorrow, a paradox of old and new seeking to redefine what a legacy should entail. As emotions braid into history's latticework, tension builds and suspense tightens. A kingdom poised at the brink awaits its denouement. With the weight of history and honor scrawled across timelines etched by blood and ambition, a new day threatens to dawn. Old allegiances are questioned, newer ones formed. And what of the secrets that nature could conceal no longer? The future awaits its architect as the crown molds itself towards uncharted destiny and purpose. The corridors of power witness a seismic shift, as alliances once hewn in the stone of tradition begin to breathe a modern air. It is as though time itself takes a deep breath. The corridors echo with whispers of change, not dismissal, but a reimagining. Ancient arguments bespeak a wisdom retained, yet with eyes cast forward, into the blur of new ideologies. Royal lineage provides the frame, but today's allies build on shared visions rather than shared blood, as the monarchy's heartbeat sinks with the world beyond its once closed gates. Amid the notion of change, the court becomes an alchemy of innovation and tradition. Change sweeps in, subtly yet unmistakably, breathing new life through old forms. The grand halls, once a fortress of immutability, now resonate with laughter and debate, a testament to a revitalized regality. Ceremonies with their age-old precision now portray modern elegance, the past embraced not to enchain but to enrich. A renaissance where past meets future. Steel and parchment, crown and constitution, all merge in the shared vision of renewal, where reform cloaked in opulence lounges with its newfound partner, progress. Voices once hushed under tapestries now find a spotlight, articulating the future with precision shaped by hard-learned lessons. Interviews resound with conviction as key figures echo thoughts once deemed sacrilegious. A call for a fairer tomorrow, stirred by shadows of yesterday's mistakes. Their words are not just utterances but promises, a future sculpted by the collective wisdom of those who dared to dream beyond stone walls. They speak with the certainty of those who have known hardship, and rejoice not in compliance but in reform. Meanwhile, the enduring fabric of the royal family weaves back together. Time has weathered, but its enduring tapestry withstands, unfurls, and reconciles. Here, in the embrace of kin lies closure, a glimpse into the nuanced humanity beneath the imperial grandeur. Forgiveness laces these reunions, as stalwart truths surface through emotional cadence. No longer disjointed shards but a mosaic of unity, the royal house stands united and poised, bearing truth as a beacon for their shared destiny. In the gathering dusk of an era, hope finds rebirth, a convergence of dreams painted over fault lines, a renaissance atop cataclysm. The monarchy rises, a phoenix with feathers of aspiration. This is not a mere transition but an evolution, a crowning hope, an emblem of resilience to herald dawns yet to break. With the past reconciled with vision renewed, the breath of future echoes down venerable corridors, granting audience to persistence. A potent symbol emerges, a banner of change, yet unbowed, resonating through time with promises unspoken, weaving into the tapestry of tomorrow. It speaks in tongues of hope and fortitude, a bridge over the temporal abyss, connecting yesterdays to unforeseen tomorrows. The narrative whispers across generations, a resilient symbol casting its shadow well beyond the storytelling closure. Thus concludes a chapter etched in the annals of these ancient halls. Onward, we trace the threads toward new horizons at our audacious venture's heart. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in next one.